Well, guys, tonight, David wrecked Goliath as the A's absolutely clobbered the big spending Dodgers in LA. This one feels good. Let's have some fun.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Boney, one name, all passion. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. I'm from the Bay Area, and I've been a diehard A's fan since '81. This isn't just another A's podcast. This is the most informative and insightful show on the A's, period. We cover the A's every single day, breaking down games, delivering the latest team news, and giving you deep, thoughtful analysis you will not find anywhere else. If it's happening in Sacramento or Vegas, we got you covered. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. Do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button wherever you are following the show. Not only do we cover the A's every day, but now we are giving you instant episodes after every single game. Check out the Locked On A's post-game show, approximately 10 to 30 minutes after the final out, right here on the Locked On A's podcast feed, as well as streaming on the Locked On A's YouTube channel. Get rapid reaction to all the biggest moments with the Locked On A's post-game show. And if you would like to be a guest and talk some A's baseball, hit me up at X at Locked On A's or email me at lockedonathletics@gmail.com. Well, guys, the A's rolled into Dodger Stadium with nothing but grit, guts, and a few casual fans, a few guys casual fans never heard of. And they took a blowtorch to the Dodgers' ego. Jacob Wilson led the charge with an unforgettable four-hit night, including two no-doubt homers that had LA fans heading for the exits before the seventh inning stretch. Wilson looked like a superstar in a lineup full of underdog swagger, launching missiles off Dodger arms and reminding everyone why you don't need a nine-figure contract to be a nightmare at the plate. Oh, and Nick Kurtz, yeah, he picked a hell of a night to hit his first career bomb, an opposite field shot that silenced the overpriced seats and sent the A's dugout into absolute chaos. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Springs turned into a surgeon on the mound, slicing through the Dodgers' high-priced lineup like a hot knife through arrogance. 7 innings, 1 run, 0 fear. The Dodgers couldn't square him up. If you handed them protractors, Spring made MVPs look like call-ups and gave the A's bullpen a night off. This episode, this post-game show is pure gold for any A's fan who's been waiting to scream, "I told you so!" to the national media. The A's just walked into one of baseball's most hyped ballparks and handed the Dodgers a lesson in humility. Let's have some fun. What a good one. We earned this one, guys. We earned this one. Let's light this candle. Absolutely. Let's light this candle. Hugo, Springs, Wilson, a long-awaited 17-game bomb from Kurtz. All pauses and more great energy from Butler. 100%. What's up, Pete Booney? What a huge win for the swinging A's. Big one. Big one. It was a tight game. Game was tighter than the score. That's for sure. It was tighter than the score. Let's go Sac A's. I love it. Man, I hope the Sac fans can start really getting behind this team. Don't worry about the old sour fans. That's in the past. Don't let them raid on your parade. At a kid. Nice win for sure. Great start by Springs. 1,000%. I'm going to talk about him in a minute. The entire lineup contributed tonight with positive vibes, and the dugout felt a lot like 2024 second half, maybe. Yeah, for sure. There is a World Series in this team. Best W of the year. We sure look like a World Series team tonight, didn't we? Springs was great when he doesn't let up runs early on his elite. Springs 7 strong, bullpen rested for tomorrow. Great job, 1,000%. Locked On Dodgers said they would sleep. You saw that episode. Yeah, he sure did. Mariners just walked it off, huh? That's okay. That's all right. That's okay. Yeah, man. It was like I said, it was a tight game. It wasn't all like as close as of course the score looked like a blowout, but if you really look at it from the beginning and what was going on, shoot, it was kind of a tight game, right? Dodgers had runners in scoring position each of the first 3 innings. Couldn't get the big hit. Springs was dancing out of trouble. Yes, they had a runner in scoring position all 3 innings. And the A's just, how about the big play, though, by, you know what I thought was a great play was Kurtz's double in the 3rd. Just the way he hustled, right? Off the bat, it didn't look like it was a double, but he was going to the whole way. And Wilson just got a pitch down and in, right in the zone, and gave it a ride, man. But I love the hustle by Kurtz right off the bat. Dodgers struck back right in the bottom of the 3rd. With a leadoff double by Taylor. Ohtani hit a shot to right field. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. And Springs danced out of it. You know what was crazy about Springs? Is that Springs did not pitch. I would say under 10 fastballs. Under 10 fastballs today. I like the look of this lineup more and more. You know what I really like out of it is that it still was able to put up 11 runs with Soderstrom struggling the way he did. Rooker didn't do a whole lot. Butler finally had a big hit. He sure needed that 2-out knock in the double to drive in 2. That was huge, man. Andahart just keeps hitting, man. Fatal Fire, nice overall win. Pitching was great. Hitting was amazing, and we got everyone going. Jacob Wilson with his second 4-hit game in a week span, too. It's just crazy. 1,000% right. Yep. It's night and day, home and away. These kids love when there's northern. Yeah, no, I hear you. Maybe we could play the rest of our games on the road. Bodie, towards the end of the show with Jeff Snyder, you called it. Springs is going. Yeah. Springs just went all junk all night. You know what's crazy? He was hitting, opponents were hitting 365 against Springs' fastball. So what did Springs do? He just went 1,000% junk, and they couldn't square him up. I thought it was just a matter of time when they were just sitting changeup or junk, and they still couldn't hit him. Nutty, just nutty. Kurt's poison approach so far is impressive. Yeah, he has, for sure. I love the hustle. Hot take, Springs player of the game over Wilson. I'm not opposed to that. It's tough, though, by A's, just because 4 hits, 2 bombs. But yeah, I could see that. He sure did, man. They sent Kurtz to the 9th hole, but he came up big, for sure. Man, that was a fun game to watch all around. This season is shaping up to be fun. No matter the record, this is a fun club to watch when the bats come alive. Yeah, 1,000%. He came up big. Great breakout game. Also took the A's run line. You did, huh? Plus the run line or minus the run line, Daniel? Must have paid. Minus the run line probably paid what? Plus, 3 something? A's minus. You went a little reverse on that one? Crazy. Let me take a quick break, guys. They've been getting on my tail for not taking these breaks soon enough. Hang with me, and we'll talk a little Jeffrey Springs when we come back. How's that sound? Be back in about 90 seconds. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trade, Supply House. Whether you are in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts From 400 plus top brands, you will find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you will always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Almost left that off on the bottom. See what everyone's stats were. Sorry about that, guys. +1.5, -110. I got you. You weren't that bold. Okay. I was like, wow. Okay. Gotcha, Daniel. My bad. Are we going to keep these young studs or trade away like we always have? I mean, they're all at the beginning. I know what you're getting at, Jay Souls. They're all at the beginning of their arbitration, right? So I don't, hey, let's just enjoy the wins for now and worry about the rest of the stuff when it comes down to it. Who knows? Can't worry about that stuff. Kind of a weird question, but it's possible for A's to make stadium adjustments in SAC during the season, like an additional 10K of seats. I just don't think they want to spend money, man. I mean, we kind of just got to accept that, with regard to Fisher and who he is and so forth. I hate bringing ownership into anything. He's a cheap bastard. Let's call it what it is. He's not going to spend. It's not his deal. He wants to make as much money as possible. So I don't see it happening. The only way that happens is if he could see himself making a profit, right? They're having a hard time getting the fans they're getting in right now. So yeah, me too. Jeez, he made that great play. When was in the bottom of the eighth where he reached over the side and got that. That was unreal. Yeah, I know some Bamboo, but geez, we sure need him in the lineup too, though, huh? But I see where you're getting at. I don't know. I don't know what you do with him because you're going to have to pay him next year. He becomes a free agent. I don't know. I don't know what you do with Andahar. It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. I'm betting them. What was the over-under, Daniel, on tonight's game? Or just in general, I like it. Yeah, me too. 8th, yep. Andahar's available. Yeah. Yeah, I picked them up today and I dropped them. I don't want to get into that. But there was a lot of key plays. You guys remember, right? 2-1 going into the fourth. Remember, Conforto had some great at-bats. The former Giant had 3 doubles today. And he had a double in the fourth inning. And again, Springs got out of it. Got Rojas to ground out softly to second. Urias singled. Urias has been coming through every chance he gets. Kurtz struck out, and then Wilson bombed the left center. Unreal. And then, you know what was interesting about that 5th inning, guys, which you guys don't realize, is most of that runs that broke up the game came with 2 outs, right? Rooker, what seemed like a meaningless 2-out single to right field, right? You guys remember? And then Langoliers, base hit to right, first and second, and Butler with just a shot down the left field line. He worked the count to full. He needed that, man. He needed that at bat. He needed that to fall. That was for sure. Huge at bat. And that's what kind of broke it open. But you just never know with the Dodgers lineup. And what was huge was that right there in the bottom of the 5th, Springs 1, 2, 3. I mean, Springs was just filthy. Over under was 9. Okay. Thank you. So Andujar's throwing arm is okay, apparently. Yeah, obviously. Hey, I'm wrong. I know. I was, what was interesting about that? So during the offseason, I was always thinking like, hey, Andujar played third base because he did it. But like, there was no news about him playing third. You'd figure if a team was going to try someone out at third, they'd hit him ground balls. They would test him out in spring training, something there. But everyone's been kind of wrong on Andujar with regard. I always knew there was an issue with his feet and defensively. Hitting-wise, I knew he was there. Going into the season, they talked about Andujar. I mean, some local beat reporters, I don't know what they were thinking. Andujar and Seth Brown platooning. I'm like, are you kidding me? Pretty crazy. Let's go A's, Miko. I love it. Springs pitch. He sure did, man. And this was his best outing since, he's looked good actually his last 3 outings against Texas, against Seattle, against tonight. You know what he's doing? He's just throwing junk. He's throwing all junk now. To the hell with the fastball. To the hell with the fastball. All junk. My A's, I think Springs knows he won't be able to strike these guys out and slow it down. Yeah, he just stuck to his changeup. He stuck to his junk, man. It was awesome. 100%. 100%. And, like I said, still a tight game. And Butler started off another inning in the 7th with that little chopper down the right field line, got a double, and then that guy, Andujar, base hit, scores Butler. Blade with a little looper, got him going. So huge, guys. Huge. Tomorrow's a big one. Gunnar Hoglund and Yamamoto. Game 2 of the series, right? We were supposed to go against, in game 3, Roki. And he just went on the IL for the Dodgers tonight. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. He gave him that funk stuff. You guys ever see that movie, Major League, right? With Charlie Sheen? He reminded me of Eddie Harris, that old veteran pitcher who threw him the old jalapeno ball after jalapeno ball. That's what Jeffrey Springs kind of reminded me of tonight, man. I mean, he was just throwing junk after junk after junk. His velocity picked up a little bit on that strikeout to Chris Taylor later in the game. But are we all less worried about Butler and thinking it might be a Sacramento issue? I think we still got to keep things in a perspective. It is one game. It's a critical game. You can see what this team could do when they fight, when they go into a game with a little bit of an edge, when they focus on a game plan, when they work pitchers. You could really see what kind of what they can do. So, yeah, 100%. One of the best movies ever, Major League. That's what Jeffrey Springs reminded me of. Eddie Serstrom. Is it just me or Stringstrong swinging at anything nowadays? He's been all right. I hear what you're saying, Fatal Fire. It's like he's been struggling a little bit. But what's great about this team and what's great about the lineup is that everyone's picking us up. First 10, 15 games of the season was all Soderstrom that picked us up, and he still hasn't been bad. He's delivered on some big hits, even when he hasn't been hitting home runs. The pinch hit single that he had in Florida, don't forget about that. That drove in the winning run. That was huge. He's still okay. He's still hitting the ball hard. Yeah, tonight was a rough night for him, for sure. No question. Yeah, 1,000%. Are you trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Major League quote for sure. Shall I say this could be a 90-win club, too ambitious, 98, 92 wins? I don't know, man. Andrew, I don't know. If we don't get we're never going to be a 92 win if we can't win at home. No. We have the worst record in baseball at home. It shows you how talented this team is, though, when we have the best record in baseball on the road. Sorty had a bad game, but he's still 45 hits. There you go. Andrew, yeah, man, I think they're capable of that. Stop blaming Sutter Health. It's all mental. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that, D3500. Yeah, it's definitely between the ears, no question about it. It has nothing to do with the park. There needs a certain point where they start playing. The A's, though, typical second half surge. Hey, stick around 500. It was a big win tonight. Big win. But we'll see how we bounce back tomorrow, right? I want to bounce back tomorrow because we have a key matchup tomorrow. Yamamoto, right? I'm going to give you the scouting report on Yamamoto up next. Yamamoto's a big deal. Here comes the scouting report on the Dodgers ace. He's having a Cy Young type of year, guys. He's having a big-time Cy Young type of year. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the 26-year-old right-hander, has quickly established himself as the ace of the Dodgers rotation and a frontrunner for the National League Cy Young Award. Yamamoto's season has been stellar. Before a recent hiccup against the Diamondbacks, he boasted a minuscule .90 ERA, even after allowing 5 runs over 5 innings. In that outing against Arizona, his ERA stands at an impressive 1.81. Over 29 innings pitched, he has struck out 38 batters and allowed only 18 hits, showcasing his ability to dominate lineups. Yamamoto brings a diverse mix of pitches to the mound. Fastball, averaging nearly 97 miles per hour. It sets the tone for his arsenal. Splitter, his signature pitch. It dives late and induces swings and misses. Curveball keeps hitters off balance with its sharp break. Cutter, sinker, slider adds variety and keeps hitters guessing. This combination allows him to attack hitters in multiple ways, making it difficult to predict his approach in any given at-bat. Beyond his physical tools, Yamamoto has demonstrated incredible poise and adaptability. In his MLB debut season, he overcame early struggles and injuries to become a key contributor in the Dodgers' postseason run, including a dominant performance in Game 2 of the World Series. For the A's, facing Yamamoto means preparing for a pitcher who can command multiple pitches and adjust his strategy mid-game. Patience at the plate will be crucial. Working deep counts and capitalizing on rare mistakes could provide opportunities to score. Given Yamamoto's ability to rebound from setbacks, as evidenced by his overall performance this season, the A's will need to bring their best approach to the plate. Yamamoto represents a significant challenge for any lineup. His combination of velocity, pitch variety, and mental fortitude makes him one of the premier pitchers in the league. The A's will need a disciplined and strategic offensive plan to counteract his strengths and find success tomorrow night. Yamamoto isn't just good. He's suffocating. He doesn't give you anything for free. And if you swing at his pitch, it's game over. But he's not untouchable. He's human. He just disguises it really well. If you're the A's, an underdog team with nothing to lose, here's how you punch the Dodgers' $325 million ace in the mouth. Number 1, make him work early and often. Yamamoto thrives when he's efficient. He wants you to roll over on that splitter by pitch 4. Be obnoxiously patient. Every hitter should go up trying to see at least 5 pitches. Foul off everything close. Let the umpire decide on borderline stuff. Drive up that pitch count. Yamamoto starts slipping around 80 pitches. Don't let him get comfortable. 2, spit on the splitter until you are ahead in the count. The splitter is his wipeout pitch. Opponents are hitting under 100 on it this season. He wants you chasing it. 0-1, 1-2. If it starts below the belt, it's a decoy. If you are in a neutral count, 0-0, 1-1, take it. Only if you are ahead and it is elevated, which it rarely is. Force him into throwing more hittable pitches or walking you. 3, attack the fastball early in counts. His fastball isn't overpowering. 94, 96, and it's the most hittable pitch he throws, but it sets up everything else. Be ready to ambush. If you see middle heater in a hitter's count, do not miss. You might only get one. Jacob Wilson, Shea Langoliers, Brent Rooker. This is your green light pitch. 4, run on him. The A's have not stolen many bases this year. This needs to change tomorrow night. Yamamoto is not great at holding runners. His delivery is deliberate. Anytime a guy reaches first, he should be thinking 2 things. When do I steal, and why am I not stealing already? Put pressure on him. Make him pitch from the stretch. That messes with his rhythm and forces the defense to react. Number 5, aim for contact, not power. Yamamoto wants you to swing big. That splitter will destroy uppercut swings all day. Think like Tony Gwynn, not Aaron Judge. Use the whole field, short strokes, ground balls, and line drives, not home run hacks, especially with 2 strikes. Just stay alive. 6, lefties have to step up, right? Left-handed hitters have fared better than righties in 2025, hitting around 230 compared to 160 for righties. That means Lawrence Butler, J.J. Bleday, Tyler Soderstrom need to grind. Stay inside the ball and shoot it the other way. Don't try to be the hero. Just be the headache. 7, don't let Yamamoto's aura beat you. Yamamoto is a star, and the Dodgers sell that hard. He's Japan's golden arm, but that intimidation factor is half the battle. The A's have nothing to lose. Play like it. Yamamoto expects discipline. Give him chaos. Treat him like just another pitcher, because under the fancy stats and the hype, he's still got to throw the ball 60 feet, 6 inches. Bottom line, you don't beat Yamamoto by overpowering him. You beat him by annoying him. Nibble, grind, take, foul, bunt if you have to. Treat this like a 12-round boxing match, not a 3-pitch KO. Get into the bullpen, make him uncomfortable, and then when that splitter hangs just once, pounce. I thought that's what we did a great job of tonight. We had great at bats. The starting pitcher for the Dodgers, I believe, was like at 80 pitches, through 5 innings. Through going into the 4th inning. I thought we did a hell of a job during that. Yeah, you're right, Pete. He's going to be really tough. He does have great command, man. He's at a whole new level right now as far as pitching. He's really settled into his own. We got Gunnar Hoglund. I love Hoglund right now. It's going to be a big test for him. He's had 2 starts so far. He's looked really, really good. I agree with you, Andrew. I think they are going to be well over 500 for sure. You think some Ferrari guy? Yes, I'm going to savor this one too, man. This is a lot of fun. 4-2 this stretch. I'd love that D3500. Jeez, we play arguably 2 of baseball's best teams in the Dodgers and the Giants. Could the San Francisco series see a lot of Oakland fans attend? Yeah, probably. I don't know. That's a good question. Jay Souls. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see a lot of Oakland fans there. Booney, will you start a CIE? Hey, right now, Jacob Wilson, to me, this statement might be a little too much. You tell me if it is. But if Paul Skeens is what prospect is to pitching right now, Jacob Wilson's at the same level Paul Skeens. Is that too much, guys? Is that a stretch? I don't know. I don't know if it's a stretch or not. Just hang around 500. Yes, good call, Bamboo. Absolutely. I've been saying all year long, just hang around 500. If the A's make postseason, well, they don't know yet, Miko. They've never answered that question. Major League Baseball hasn't answered that question. I don't know. It should be an interesting situation. Robbie Ray 6-0. Yeah, I bet, man. I bet. Is Robbie Ray 6-0 right now? Sutter Hell Park. Yeah. Did you see? I did the episode. That's what I call it the other day. Yeah, we're still swinging. Butler had that, his second at bat. Soderstrom had that a couple times tonight. For sure. For sure. I think Miko, and that'd be hard not to look pathetic. Yeah. How old is Wilson? Because I don't think he could sign for longer. His age. Wilson's 23 right now. Jacob Wilson's 23. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he's 23. Yamamoto will go down with some sound baseball and occasional long ball. We got to work at bats, right? We got to work at bats. That's the big thing. As far as signing him to a long deal contract, senior, I don't think we're there yet with Kurtz. He's played literally like 25 games. Great win, no question. Love this deal, 2 of 3 in LA. And minimum 1 of 3. Yes. Very cool. You beat the Sunday game in San Francisco. Nice. Nice, Andrew. You live in the Bay Area, Andrew? Stop it. Please don't be serious on that. Enough of the Trevor Bauer stuff. The guy is getting rocked in Japan. Jacob? Yeah, I think too much. I think he is. You think too much on Jacob? Maybe. I could see that. I'm not disagreeing. Lock in Wilson, Soder, Kurtz, Butler, Langer. Lock them all in. Skeens' power, Wilson's. I know what you mean as far as that. I'm saying as far as the same type of cornerstone for a franchise, right? Paul Skeens to pitching what Jacob Wilson is to hitting. Probably better than Skeens. Contact is easier to maintain, elbow and shoulder. Yeah, right. I think you would always side with. You're always going to side with the hitter in that one. Pitchers just their lifeline is short these days. Not going to lie, I'm looking at my shot at the 4 game. Yeah, I think the Angels just took the first 2 against San Diego. Did they win again tonight? No, they lost. Okay. Aviators dropped 20 today. You got to remember, though, you got to take that with all the grain of salt, right? Because they are playing in Vegas. That's hitter's heaven. No more 1-1 series. We don't show up on game 3. Tell me about it. I'm in Sacramento. Lifeline A's. Major Sacramento calls 40 times a year for games. I've gone to a few games this year in Sacramento. I'm from the peninsula. It's a drive, man. I'm in Sacramento. Lifelong A's fan. Yeah, against nobody, Jesus. Against nobody. The guy's getting tagged in YouTube videos. He's getting it lit up. Come on. Sevy and Badeau have to start falling behind on hitters. Sevy has an under 1 ERA on the road. I think right now everything with Sevy is between the years, right? They don't have those yellow jerseys, huh? Just the what do they have? Just the white and road grays? I think I've seen the road grays. Again, the big thing I always talked about, guys, was remember Sevy and Badeau, yeah. The big thing I talked about for a while was this 19-game stretch, right? We're 14 games in right now. Yes, we're 14 games in, and right now 8-6. 8-6 in those 14 games, with 5 games left. My goal at the beginning of it was 9-10. We're 8-6 right now. We can't underestimate everybody. Who's on the mound for game 3 on Thursday? It's going to be Bedot. Bedot's pitching on Thursday. Hey, that's $1 million question, Jesus. That's what they said. I don't know if they, if they're going to do a formal ceremony or whatever. I know Steve Hill came out today and kind of said, hey, they've already kind of started it. They've gotten the permitting. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing right now. Good question. Yeah, everybody won except the Angels. Everybody won in the AL West except the Angels. So anyway, tomorrow, 7:10, first pitch. Big one tomorrow, man. And it's going to really, yes, Butler got back on track tonight. Even his first at bat, he hit the ball really hard. I think it came off 106 off the bat. So that was huge. Tomorrow, 7:10. We're 22-20, 14-7 on the road. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we're partying the same way we did tonight. Take care, fellas. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Great win. Great win. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB, on YouTube, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.